And a happy new year to everyone. What year is it? Oh, it's 2025. Wow. Kind of a mind blower in itself, isn't it? And a big shout out to Franklin and Mike Terranova. Franklin, you're not wrong, my friend. Although at 24-12, it's hard to find much fault with them so far. They do come into this game trailing the Twins by a half a game. Kansas City Athletics 21-14. Let's tell you, where would that put them? Let's see how many games back the Athletics are. They're 3 back of the Twins, 2.5 back of the Orioles. Mike, you must have seen my latest video I put up. Been trying to find some short clips from the September-October trip. It's hard because my camcorder will film for 9 minutes and 15 seconds at high def, and then it cuts off. So a lot of times I was driving it, just letting it run and catch the scenery and then catch some of Mookie. Do you guys have any idea how long it takes to upload a 9-minute video to YouTube? My God, it's ridiculous. And then on top of that, I would have to edit it. I don't know how to do that. It'd be nice if I could figure out a way to edit it before uploading, but I don't know how to do that either. So I've been trying to find some shorter clips containing Mookie. And that one in the Motel 6 really cracked me up. So if you haven't checked it out yet, it's 1.5 minutes, I think. As he explores the Motel 6 in Marina, California. Again, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Bill. Happy New Year, Mike. Happy New Year, Ben. I know Ben saw the Mookie video. Starting pitchers for today's game are Wally Bunker for the Orioles, Raleigh Sheldon for the Athletics. As you can see on Sheldon's card, he'll finish the season with Boston. I'm going to flip him over here and I'll give you some numbers. Oh, Joel, that is great news. I love that set. My second set ever, right on the heels of the 69 set. Because the 1970 season had already finished when I ordered the 69 set, so it wasn't too long of a wait before I added the 70. Bunker is 2-3 on the year. It's a very high ERA of 6.20. This will be his 8th start. Raleigh Sheldon 3-1 with a 4.56 ERA. This will be his 9th start. He has 1 complete game, as does Bunker. They each have 1 complete game. This should be a good game. I'm expecting an offensive duel between these teams today. We'll see how it plays out. For the Orioles, Luis Aparicio will lead it off at shortstop, Boog Powell at first base, Frank Robinson back in right field where he belongs, hits third, Brooks Robinson at third hits cleanup, Kurt Bluffery in left field, Sam Bowens will be in center, Jerry Adair at second base, still no Davey Johnson, shouldn't be long now, I think 1 more day, if I remember correctly. Andy Etchebarren, the catcher, hits 8th, and Bunker batting 9th. The Athletics defensively have Billy Bryan behind the plate. The infield is Harrelson, Green, Chavaria, and Charles. And the outfield left to right is Stahl, Nossick, and Hirschberger. And with that, we're about set to get underway here. I had something else I was going to mention earlier, and now I can't remember what it was. Maybe it'll come to me as the game progresses. Anyway, how's everyone spending their new year? I actually heard the midnight fireworks. I hadn't planned to stay up that late. I was in bed a little after 10 watching TV and couldn't go to sleep, so I ended up hearing them all. Hearing all the fireworks, that is. I wish I could find my 69 and 70 bill. I have 71 on when they went to the two-sided lefty-righty version. The 69 and 70, of course, was one-sided only, basic version. I don't know if I got rid of those because I couldn't play them anymore. I hope not. But I've been unable to locate them. And Happy New Year to you, Philip, and welcome. Anyway, how's everyone spending the day today? Big dinner plan, maybe? We used to do that. We don't do that anymore. Just kind of a low-key day for me. Okay, to the game. We're about 5 minutes in and I haven't thrown a pitch yet, so here's Raleigh Sheldon ready to work. Aparicio will lead things off. He comes in hitting .225, 2 home runs, 16 RBIs for the right-handed shortstop. And here we go. It's a 3-5, single to 3 on the 18. That liner speared by Charles at third. Line drive to third, and we are underway. Here's Boog Powell now. Interestingly, in the number 2 spot today, Powell leads the club in batting at .358. 10 home runs and 27 RBIs. Second on the team in both categories. Sheldon into the windup. That's a 2-9 right-handed. A ground ball wide to second. Green cuts it off. Flips to Harrelson, 2 away. And here's Frank Robinson now. Frank, the real-life Triple Crown winner, of course, comes into this game at .319. 11 home runs and 32 RBIs, both rank among the league leaders. Sheldon's pitch is a 6-6 right-handed, and Robbie bangs a base hit into left field. So a 2-out single for Frank Robinson. Let's check the battery now. Not a star stealer, but he is a 13. Sheldon a -1 hold, but Brian with a terrible +3 arm. That would make Robinson a 15. They're not going to hold him, and he's going to try for it. 5 and 6 is what he needs. He does not get the lead. Gamble by Kansas City to not hold him pays off. And here's Brooks Robinson. .295 on the year, 3 home runs, 23 RBIs for Brooks. Sheldon working from the stretch, comes in with a 5-5, and he walks him. So Robinson ends up at second anyway. As I always like to point out, had he stolen the base, the next batter walks anyway. First and second, 2 out. It's up to Curt Blefary now. Blefary hitting .320 so far on the season. 9 home runs, 27 RBIs, tied for second on the club. Left-handed bat with some power. Sheldon checks the runners. That's a .411 left-handed, and that is a high fly ball to deep right field. Going back is Hirschberger at the wall. It's gone. Home run, Blefary. So a 2-out rally here in the first by the Orioles, and they jump out to a 3-0 lead. Let's look at it again. .411 left-handed, no doubt about it. Clean home run. He has the power. 3 big ribbies for Curt Blefary. And that will at least make Franklin happy. As Sam Bowens comes to bat. Bowens just 3 for 16. One of those 3 hits a home run. Sheldon gets the sign, comes in with a 2-9, called strike 3. Home plate umpire rings him up. That's Jim Odom today. The Orioles strike for 3 in the first on a 3-run blast by Curt Blefary. And they lead at 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. Wally Bunker getting set to work as he takes his warm-ups. Let's go over the Kansas City batting order. Ossie Chavaria leads off at short. Ken Harrelson will be at first. Mike Hirschberger is in right. Billy Bryan, the catcher, hitting cleanup. Ed Charles at third. Larry Stahl is in left. Dick Green at second base. Joe Nossick will play center field and hit eighth, and Sheldon in the 9 spot. Orioles have Andy Etchebarren behind the plate. Powell, Adair, Aparicio, and Brooks Robinson first to third. And the outfield, Bluffery Bowens and Frank Robinson. Okay, Bunker set to go to work now. He's got a 3-run lead as we go to the bottom of the first, and here's Chavarria hitting .296 so far. No homers, 5 RBIs. Bunker into the windup. That is a 6-6 right-handed. A ground ball into the hole at short. Aparicio there, plants and throws in time. That'll bring up Hawk Harrelson. Harrelson at .242, 1 homer, 8 RBIs. Bunker getting his sign. Here's the pitch now on a 2-6. Called strike 3. Odom rings him up. That'll bring up Hirschberger. Hirschberger hitting .242, 1 home run, 15 RBIs. Bunker into the windup. Here's the pitch. It's a 6'9" right-hander. It's a high fly ball to left field down into the corner. It's off the top of the wall, bouncing away from Bluffery. Hirschberger out of the box quickly, rounding second. He's headed for third. The throw, he's in there with the daily triple. Let's take another look at it. 6'9" right-handed, homer to 9. He rolled to 10, and he'll wind up at third with the daily triple. That's Hirschberger's second triple of the season, and the batter will be Billy Bryan. Billy Bryan hitting just .161, 10 for 62. He has 1 home run. Left-handed batter. Bunker a glance at third. Here's the pitch on a 6-6. It's a single to 11 on a 12. That is stopped at first by Powell. Feeds Bunker covering. And the side is retired. No runs, a hit, 1 left. And we played an inning here. It's 3-0 Orioles. Orioles, of course, with a win today, would move back into a tie with the Twins for first. And we move to the second. It'll be the bottom third of the order for Baltimore. Jerry Adair will start things off. Adair just 6 for 40, a very slow start for Jerry, but 2 of the 6 hits are home runs, interestingly enough. A 150 average with 2 home runs. Sheldon the windup, the pitch, a 3-7 right-handed, little slow roller to short. Chavarria charges it, throws on the run in time. Here's Etchebarren now. Etchebarren hitting .328 on the year. 6 home runs, 19 RBIs for Andy. The pitch from Sheldon is a 5'8" right-handed. That's going to be a base hit into center field. Triple to 2, he rolled the 5. And he'll round and hold with a long single. That's going to bring up Bunker. He's a right-handed batter, a B bunter. We're going to roll for in or back. Infield back. He's going to lay it down. Bunker squares the bunt. He's a B. That's going to be a 9 on a B, and he bunts it to third base. Only play is to first. And he gets the bunt down, and the sacrifice is successful. So Etchebarren takes second. Runner in scoring position and 2 down for Aparicio. Luis lined to third his first time up. Sheldon checks the runner. Pitch to Aparicio on a 1-6. He hits a hard ground ball to third base. Charles has it. Throws him out, and that'll do it. No runs, a hit, 1 left on. And here's Bunker once again. Bunker just a 5 for endurance as a starter, 3 for relief. Sheldon a 6 endurance starter. And we could be looking at bullpen game today, at least by 1966 standards. Here's Charles now hitting .255, just 1 homer, 14 RBIs. Right-handed hitting third baseman. The pitch from Bunker is a 5-9 right-handed. It's a grounder to shortstop X. That's the Gold Glover Aparicio. Charging the slow roller. 1E18 on a 9. It's the error range. It's a 2 on an 18. If the dice is a 1 to 3, which it is, it's a 2-base error. So Aparicio throws it over the first baseman's head. Wow, that doesn't happen very often. It's an E6, and Charles winds up at second base. Aparicio doesn't miss many. The only 1 rated shortstop in the 66 set. And here's Larry Stahl. Stahl hitting .237, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. Bunker a check of the runner. Comes in there with a 6-5 lefty. It's a fly ball to left field. Bluffery drifting over. He's there. 1 away, and here's Green. Dick Green at .284, 2 home runs, and a team leading at 23 runs batted in. Right-handed batter. Bunker set now. The pitch is a 3-6, called strike 3. Second K for Bunker. Home plate umpire Odom rings him up, and it will be up to Nosek. Nosek just 2 for 24, a dreadful start to his season. That's an .083 average. So Nosek, who's played sparingly, trying to get untracked, good defensive outfielder. Bunker looks at the runner, now comes to the plate. 5-12 righty, gets a grounder to second base X. Tough chance for a dare. A 2E18, here's the play. On a 4, it's a diving stop to his feet. Throws him out. Oh my goodness, what a play by Jerry Adair, who takes a sure base hit away from Nosek. That'll be a web jam, 4-3X. And that'll do it for the Athletics in the second. No runs, no hits, 1 left. That's probably, yeah, Bill, that's probably why he got traded, which will be coming up fairly soon, I think. He will go to the White Sox. Franklin's Stars taking on the damn Yankees. Here's Sheldon now, and you can see Sheldon, especially against lefties, does have a little bit of a long ball tendency. He's given up 1 homer already in this game, and it was a big one, a 3-run shot by Bluffery back in the first. Here in the third, it'll be Powell, followed by the Robinsons. Powell 0 for 1. Sheldon gets the sign from Brian. Here's the windup on the pitch. It's a 4-7 left-handed, a ground ball to second base. Green takes it and throws him out. Here's Frank Robinson now. Singled his first time up. Sheldon set. Here's the pitch. That's a 6-10 right-handed. It's catcher's card X. That's going to be Brian. Brian, a 4E12. Hold your breath on this one. On the 5, he makes the catch. Pop out to the catcher X. 2 out, and here's Brooks. Sheldon staring in now. The windup. The pitch to Brooks is a 4-5 right-handed. It's a grounder to shortstop X. Tough chance for Chavaria, who is a 3E42. Chavaria ranging behind the bag. On a 7, he's there, makes the play and throws him out. Nice play, Chavaria. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Sheldon, who seems to have settled down after the first. And we'll move to the bottom of the third. And Sheldon will lead things off for Kansas City. He's a right-handed hitter. The pitch from Bunker is a 1-6, swung on and missed, strike 3. Sheldon pumps 3 right past, Bunker pumps 3 right past Sheldon. Almost said it backwards there. 1 down, and here's Chavaria. Chavaria made that nice play to end the top of the third. He grounded to his opposite number his first time up. Bunker staring in now. Here's the pitch on a 3-4 right-handed. It's a ground ball up the middle. Aparicio cuts it off, whirls and throws in time. So twice now Chavaria's bounced out to short. And here's Ken Harrelson. Harrelson struck out his first time against Bunker. And here's the pitch. On a 5-2 right-hander, he gets a hard ground ball to third, backhanded by Brooks, fires across, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Bunker. We've played 3 innings. It's 3-0 Orioles. Give me just a second. I got to turn that heater down, of course. Of course. Like clockwork, it always seems to come on when I'm playing. Woke up to snow on the ground this morning, so a little New Year's surprise there. Wouldn't be surprising normally, except we haven't really had any yet. Here's Sheldon. He's ready to go to work in the fourth. Bleffery will lead it off. He's provided all of the fireworks so far with a 3-run blast in the first. Sheldon gets his side now. The pitch to Bleffery on a 1-8 right-handed. He loses him. Pitching carefully to Bleffery. He walks him. And Bleffery's aboard to start the fourth. That's going to bring up Sam Bowens, the center fielder. He struck out his first time. Sheldon working out of the stretch now. Comes into Bowens on a 2-8. Struck him out. That's twice Sheldon's been caught looking. Or I say Sheldon. What's wrong with me today? That's twice Bowens has been caught looking by Sheldon. Okay, get in the game, Steve. Here's Jerry Adair, 0 for 1. Sheldon staring in now from the stretch. That's going to be a 1-7 right-handed. It's a fly ball to left field and playable. Larry Stahl glides over and puts it away. Two down, runner on first, and here's Echeverria. Andy singled his first time up. And here's Sheldon's pitch. It's going to be a 3-7 right-handed. It's a fly ball to straightaway center. Backing up is Nosek, and he squeezes it for the third out. For the Birds, no runs, no hits, 1 left. So 3 runs in the first inning, and so far that's been it. And welcome to Jeremiah. How's it going, Jeremiah? That's right, Bill. I forgot about that. Yeah. Great pennant race in 67. Hirschberger will lead things off for Kansas City. He tripled with 2 outs in the first, was stranded there. Bunker into the windup, comes in with a 2-5 right-handed. It's a hard hit ball to third base. Brooke Robinson snares it. Fires over to Powell, 1 down. Here's Brian now, 0 for 1. Bunker set. Here's the pitch. It's a 1-7 right-handed. He pops him up right side. Boog Powell waiting for it to come down and squeezes it for out number 2. That'll bring up Charles. Charles reached on an error. Bunker delivers 2-7 right-handed, and Charles goes the other way with it and drops a single into right field in front of Frank Robinson. A 2-out single for Charles, just the second Kansas City hit off of Bunker. Charles a star 16 stealer. Let's check the battery now. Bunker a +1 hold. Echebarren a 0, so we're looking at a 17 held at 15. We know one thing about this Kansas City team. They love to run. He's going to try for that with 2 outs. 2 through 5 or 11 is what he needs. He does not get the lead. And here's the next pitch to Larry Stahl. On a 3-7 right-handed, he bangs a single into right field. There goes Charles rounding and headed for third. 2-out rally here for Kansas City. Runners at the corners. And the batter will be team RBI leader Dick Green. Green struck out his first time against Bunker. Bunker checks the runners. Now from the stretch, comes to the plate 2-4. Routine grounder to second. It's a dare to Powell, and that'll do it. No runs, a pair of hits, 2 left on. We've played 4. It's 3-0 Orioles. Phillips cooking some chicken. Anyone else have any big New Year's plans? I'll be doing nothing. Heck, I could almost do a repeat of yesterday, but I won't. It's a holiday. It's really a family holiday. I think 1 game's enough for today. Maybe I'll go through my vacation videos and see if I can find another short clip to upload that includes Mookie, of course. Is Sheldon? I don't think so. Bunker will lead off the 5th. Pitch from Sheldon on a 5-11 right-handed, and Bunker hits a ground ball up the middle and into center field for a leadoff hit. How about that? A single for Wally Bunker. And here's Aparicio. Luis 0 for 2. Sheldon out of the stretch now. The pitch is a 4-5 right-handed. It's a grounder to short X. This could be 2. Chavaria a 3E42. Here's the play on a 3. He's not going to get to it. He knocks it down but has no play. That'll go as a single with Bunker stopping at second. And the Orioles put the first 2 on here in the 5th. Okay, here's the Boog. Dangerous part of the order coming up here. First and second, nobody out. Here's Boog pal Frank Robinson lurking on deck. Sheldon in a bit of a jam here. Full windup. The pitch to the Boog is a 5-9. It's a fly ball to left field. He lifts it the other way. Stahl backing up a few steps. Makes the catch. Runners will hold. Here's Frank Robinson now. Sorry, I'm just admiring the card. Sheldon into the windup. It's a 110 right-handed. It's a deep fly ball to left. Backing up his Stahl. Still going back on the track. Makes the catch for the out. Holy cow, he gave it a ride, but it stayed in the park. And it'll be up to Brooks. Brooks 0 for 1 with a walk. Sheldon's pitch is a 6-8 right-handed, a grounder to second base X. That's Green. Green, a good second baseman, 2E19. There's the play on a 16. He's got it, throws him outside, retired. So Sheldon puts the first 2 runners on, but he's able to pitch out of the jam. And for the Orioles, no runs, 2 hits, a pair left. So Bunker getting ready to go here in the 5th. That'll be his first inning of potential fatigue. He's been in complete command today. And Sheldon, after the 3-run homer by Bluffery, has settled down as well. Sheldon, just a 6-inning pitcher. But we're only in the 5th. We've got a little time. I'm going to throw that out to the group. Would you bat for Sheldon here in the bottom of the 5th? They kind of need the runs. I'll tell you, my first inclination is to leave him in a little longer. But what do you think? Post it in the chat. To pinch hit or not to pinch hit? That is the question. Joe Nosek will start it off. He's 0 for 1. He fouls one back because we've got a die down. They're going to retrieve it. Okay, rubbing up a new ball. Bunker staring in now, the windup. The pitch to Joe is a 4-7, and he walks him. Lead-off walk. Let's take a look at their bullpen before I decide that. Kansas City pen in pretty good shape. We're going to go ahead and pinch hit. Lou Krause will start throwing. So Sheldon, a 6-inning pitcher, goes 5 today. He allowed 5 hits, 3 runs, walked 1, struck out a pair. Krause getting loose. Let's see who the batter is going to be. They use Stone and Tartable in real life. Early in the game, we're going to go with Phil Roof. Or Roof. Roof or Roof. That one always throws me because different people pronounce it differently. Even Franklin says pinch hit, and he's for the birds. Not literally, of course. Oh my goodness, Ben. I did not hear about that. Holy crap. I gotta somebody scroll down here and catch up with this. Oh my goodness. So it's roof. Some people say roof though for the roof on top of your house. But we always said roof. I remember it well because I used to have to get up on the roof all the time and move the TV antenna for my dad. How many remember those days? Roof just 3 for 12, and he spread them out. 3 extra base hits, a double, a triple, and a home run. 4 RBIs. Here's the right-handed batter now. Bunker from the stretch. On a 4-11 righty, it's a fly ball to left field X. Tough chance for Bluffery, a 4-E7 as he ranges towards the line. The roll on the play, a 13-E range. It's a 9 on an E7. He should make that, and he does. He makes the catch for the out. Nice play, Bluffery. 7X, so Roof is retired. Right? Yeah, Ben, see, it's woof, right? Not woof. Or is it woof? I don't know. I'm so confused. Now I don't even know my own damn name. Oh, yeah, wait, I do. Okay, here's Chavari. He's grounded to short twice. Bunker gets the sign. From the stretch, it's a 1-8 right-handed. It's a fly ball to straightaway left field. Bluffery waits for it and grabs it for the second out. A leadoff walk, 2 fly balls to Bluffery. And it'll be up to Hawk Harrelson. Harrelson 0 for 2. From the stretch, it's a 6-11 right-handed. A grounder down to first base. Boog Powell has it. Underhands to Bunker covering, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, a run left. So a fine outing so far for Wally Bunker, who, remember, came into the game with a very high 6.2 ERA. So he'll lower that a little bit here. And I have to say, I'm with Franklin. I avoid the news like the plague. Usually I get a top story pops up on MSN when I sign on to my computer, but I missed that this morning. As the computer was not turned off last night, I just shut the lid and put it in sleep mode. Three to nothing after 5. The Orioles will send to bat Bluffery, Bowens, and Adair against the new pitcher, Lou Krause. Let's not forget that. Here's Krause. What has Krause done so far? Well, let's take a look. He's 2-2 with a 4.09 ERA. He's been in 9 games. This is his 10th appearance. Krause into the windup. The pitch to Bluffery is a 2-7 right-handed, and he bangs a base hit into right field. So Bluffery's been on all 3 times today. Bluffery bucking for player of the game honors. He's standing at first, and here's Sam Bowens. Bowens struck out both times against Sheldon, now facing Krause. 5-6 is a grounder to first base. Harrelson will take it, go down to Chavarria for 1. He steps on the bag, throws back to first, not in time. That'll be a 3-6 force. And Bowens with excellent speed, at least excellent base stealing ability, decent speed. Krause with a 0 hold, but Brian with that horrible +3 arm. Bowens is a 20, held at 18. He's going to try for the lead. 2 through 5, 11. 7, he does not get the lead. What would he be on the second number? So he'd be a 12. So Adair will swing away. Kraus out of the stretch comes in there with a 2-6 right-handed, and he bangs a single the other way into right field. Bowens can go to third, 14-16, but Hirschberger with a cannon, -4, makes it 12, and they will hold him up. First and second, one away. Here's Andy Etchebarren. I didn't get on there today yet. Actually, I did, and I still didn't see it. I was watching Traveling Robert and his RV adventures. I enjoy some of those travel videos. You can take a trip and never leave the couch. Okay, first and second, one out. Here's Etchebarren. He's 1 for 2 today. Kraus out of the stretch now. He pitched to Andy on a 2-6 right-handed. It's a fly ball to straightaway left. That's going to be Larry Stahl making the play. And with 2 outs, the pitcher will come to bat. That's going to be Bunker. He'll hit. Kraus pitch is a 5-8 righty, and Bunker blasts a single into right field. Here comes Bowens. He's going to score. Adair all the way to third, and look at this Bunker. 2 hits and a sacrifice. This one an RBI single, and it makes it 4-0. So Bunker helping his cause here with an RBI single. That'll bring up Aparicio. Aparicio 1 for 3. Kraus staring in. Here's the pitch on a 6-8 right-handed, and he bangs a base hit into left field. That's going to drive in Adair. Bunker will stop at second. That makes it 5-0 Orioles, and here's Boog Powell. Boog standing in from the left side. Kraus has given up 4 hits in the inning, and that's going to send Billy Bryant out to the mound. Check on him. Kraus rated 4 for relief endurance. He was supposed to be the long man in this game, and they're going to stick with him, at least for now. Kraus checks the runners. The pitch to Boog Powell is a 1-10 fly ball to straightaway center field. That's Nosek, and that'll do it. The Orioles score 2 on 4 hits. They leave a pair, and they take a 5-0 lead to the bottom of the 6th. I'm looking at this Ron Stone here. He actually played in this game. Left-handed hitter, nothing against lefties. Pretty good twos column, and that's about it. And I'm not sure whether we'll use him or not. For Wally Bunker, this will be his 2nd endurance inning. Part of the order for Kansas City. It's Hirschberger, Bryan, and Charles. Hirschberger 1 for 2. Bunker gets his sign. The windup and the pitch on a 4-4 right-handed. That's a high fly ball. It's going to be a single. 4-4 to 16. It's a 9. But Hirschberger a weak. That will be converted to a long single, and Hirschberger's 2 for 3. 17 not held. He'll be held at 15. Kansas City, they love to run. They lead the majors in steals with 35 as a team. He's going to try for the lead, 5 or 6. Does not get the lead. And here's the next pitch to Billy Bryan. 1-12. It's a high fly ball to deep right field. Back goes Robinson at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Home run, Billy Bryan. And that's going to get him busy in the Baltimore pen. On a 1-12, no doubt about it. For Billy Bryan now, that is his second home run of the season. And it makes the score 5-2. Things get a little more interesting. One more hitter walk will fatigue Bunker. A little early for Miller. Mostly righties. Let me check the Orioles usage printout here. Looks like a good spot for Eddie Watt. Eddie Watt begins throwing. And some nice information there from Kurt Miller. Thank you, Kurt. So here's Charles now. Still nobody out. Bunker into the windup. It's a 4-3 right-handed, and that ball is driven to deep left field. Going back is Bleffery at the track, hauls it in. Home run to 16. He has the power, but he rolls the 20. And it's allowed out to left as Charles just misses hitting it out of here. And that's going to send Echeverren out to the mound. Orioles still with a 3-run lead. They're going to go ahead and let him pitch to Larry Stahl. Here's the pitch from Bunker on a 4-3 left-handed. That is hit high and deep to right field. Robinson back at the track, at the wall, leaps. Home run, Stahl. Oh my goodness. So Bunker has absolutely lost it here in the 6th. 4-3 lefty to 13. He rolls the 10. He has the power. Holy cow, we got a ball game again. That's Stahl's 3rd home run of the season, and here comes Bauer. That's going to do it for Bunker. He's fatigued anyway. Bunker's day ends at 5 1/3, and much as we anticipated at the start of the game, it's going to be a bullpen game. Bunker in his 5 1/3 gave up 3, 4, 5, 6 hits, 3 runs, walked only 1, struck out 3. And Eddie Watt coming on now to pitch for the Orioles. Indeed, Bill, exactly. Let's look at Watt's numbers as he warms up. This is his 12th appearance. He's 1-0 with a save and a microscopic 0.53 ERA in 17 innings of work. You have to think the Oriole plan is to have Watt handed off directly to Miller. But oh, the best laid plans, right? Here's Dick Green with 1 out. Watt ready to go to work. Here's the windup and the pitch to Green on a 2-7. Base hit up the middle, and the hit parade continues. Kansas City, quiet for most of the game so far, comes alive here in the 6th. And the batter will be Nosek. Nosek 0 for 1 with a walk. Watt out of the stretch now. Comes in there with a 5-5 right-handed, and he loses in ball 4. So Watt puts the first 2 batters he faces on, and the tying runs are aboard. 1 out. They're going to have to hit for Krause. So any thoughts of Krause being the long man today are out the window. He goes just 1 inning. He gave up 4 hits, a pair of runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Let's see who's going to be warming up in the Kansas City pen. Let me check their usage display here. And they're going to get right-hander Jim Nash throwing. And they're going to bring in their newly acquired man, Danny Cater, to bat. So Cater just came over in the trade from, where did he come from? Chicago? Jesus, now I don't remember. Traded for Wayne Causey. So here's Danny Cater, right-handed batter. First and second, 1 down. Watt's pitch on a 2-4. He pops him up on the infield. Aparicio waving his arms. Infield fly rule is called. And Luis makes the catch for out number 2. It'll be up to Chavarria, who's 0 for 3 today. Watt staring in now. Gets the sign from Echeverria. Here's the pitch on a 2-10 right-handed. It's a fly to right field, playable for Frank Robinson, and that's going to do it. That'll end the inning, but the Athletics score 3 runs on 4 hits. All 3 runs coming on home runs. A 2-run shot by Billy Bryan, a solo blast by Larry Stahl. After 6 innings of play, it's Orioles 5, Athletics 3. And on comes Nash. Nash in need of some work. He's just pitched in only 4 games so far. No record, but a nice 1.13 ERA. And he'll be facing the heart of the Birds order. Frank Robinson to start things off. Frank 1 for 3 on the day. Nash gets the sign. That's a 4-2 righty. It's a grounder to short. Chavarria has it. Over to Harrelson, 1 away. Here's Brooks now. Nash into the windup. It's going to be a 1-11 right-handed. It's a ground ball wide to third. Charles fields it. Throws to Harrelson, 2 down. Nash gets the first 2 batters in the 7th, and here's Blefary, who has not been retired today. Homered in the 1st, walked in the 4th, singled in the 6th. Nash gets the sign from Bryan. He pitched to Blefary on a 5-9. Fly ball to straightaway center, shallow. On comes Nosek, still coming, just does catch up with it to retire the side. And as we stretch for the 7th, it's 5-3 Orioles. And let's take a look live at the Mookie Cam. As usual, I'm going to refresh my cup. Where is he? There he is. Mookie, what are you looking at? Are you looking at the snow? Yeah, there's a little snow left out there. Mookie. Meow meow. Nope, he's not budging today. Maybe I should put him in the bathroom, huh? Hello, Gerald. Happy New Year. We moved to the bottom of the 7th inning here in a 5-3 game. Eddie Watt will take the mound. It'll be Harrelson and then the heart of the Kansas City order. Hawk 0 for 3 today as Watt comes set. He's the windup on the pitch on a 6-6 righty. It's a grounder down wide of third. It's Robinson. Turns and fires to Powell. 1 down. Here's Mike Hirschberger now. 2 for 3 on the day. Triple in the first, single in the 6th. Watt with the windup. It's a 4-10 right-handed. It's a fly ball to center and shallow. On comes Bowens. He's there. 2 out quickly in the 7th. And the batter will be Billy Bryan. Bryan, the big hit for Kansas City so far today. A 2-run homer his last time up. As you can see, not much on the card really, but he does have a little power. Standing in from the left side, here's Watt's delivery. It's a 6-3 lefty, a fly to right field X. Frank Robinson drifts over a 2E5. Here's the play. It's an error range. It's a 10 on an E5, and it's a nice running catch by Frank Robinson, and that will do it. It's a 1-2-3 7th for Watt. And we're going to be going to the 8th. And I want to take this opportunity to wish everyone a happy new year. And thank you for watching today. I appreciate having you guys here. I didn't know what kind of a crowd we'd have on a holiday. It's a very quiet day other than this game. I'll have to find something to do afterwards. A lot of action last night. I imagine everybody's probably recovering today. Jim Nash will come out for his 2nd inning of work. And it's going to be Bowens, Adair, and Echebarren for the Orioles. Bowens 0 for 3 today. Nash comes in there with a 4-9 righty. It's a grounder to short X. Tough play for Chavaria. 3E42. Chavaria ranges into the hole. On a 4, he's not going to get it. That's through into left field for a single. Leadoff single for Sam Bowens. An excellent base stealer, asterisk 18. Nash with a -2 hold, but Bryan's still catching with that +3 arm. Making Bowens a 19. He'll be held at 17. And with Adair at bat, he's going to try for that lead. 2 through 5 or 11. 6, he does not get it. On the back number 10. And Adair squares to bunt. He's an A. 9A is a successful sacrifice bunt, and that moves Bowens over. So Bowen's in scoring position with one down, Etchebarren at the plate. And stepping into the on-deck circle is Paul Blair. So any thoughts about pitching around Etchebarren have been eliminated. The presence of Blair takes care of that. Here's Andy, 1 for 3 on the day. Nash set now. The pitch to Etchebarren is a 1-7 right-handed. He struck him out. Called strike 3. And now Paul Blair will bat. And he'll most likely stay in the game. Let's see how we're going to work that. But for now, the batter will be Paul Blair. He could go to center, Bowen's to left, put the pitcher in Bleffery's spot. Blair on the season, 250, just 1 home run, but 27 RBIs. That's tied for second on the ball club. Trying to pick up a runner at second with 2 down. Nash's pitch to Blair is a 2-6 right-handed. He struck him out. So Nash with a runner in scoring position fans 2. And we're going to do just that. Paul Blair will stay in the game in center. Bowens will move to left where he's a 2. And we'll put the pitcher in Bleffery's spot, and that's going to be Stu Miller. Here's Miller, looking at the numbers. He has 5 of the team's 9 saves, but a rather high 5.54 ERA so far. It's his 11th appearance. And the moves are Franklin approved. Blair came into the game in real life. I couldn't very well bat him and then not have him stay in the game in center. No hits or run, 1 left for the Orioles in the 8th. So we go to the bottom of the 8th, 5-3 Orioles. Miller trying to get his 6th save of the season. It'll be Charles, Stahl, and Green. Is that a fact, Jeremiah? Interesting that he was still doing session work at that point, because Zeppelin was already flying high by 69. Here's Charles now, 1 for 3 on the day. Miller gets the sign from Etchebarren. Here's the pitch to Ed Charles. It's a 5-12 right-handed, a grounder to first base X. Tough chance for Boog, 3E17. Here's the roll on the play. Error range, a 10 on a 17. He makes the play, shovels it to Miller, covering, 1 down. Nice play, Boog. 3-1 X. One away, and here's Larry Stahl. Stahl 2 for 3 on the day, including a home run. Left-handed batter, Miller delivers. A 1-7 righty, fly to center, playable. There's Blair, just inserted into the game. Glides to the ball and makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Dick Green now. Green 1 for 3. Miller gets his sign. The pitch to Green is a 6-3 right-handed. It's a fly to left field X. That now is Bowens, a 2E14. Ranging to the gap, he makes a nice running catch to retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Miller. We played 8 innings. It's 5-3. It's not unusual to play Strat at any time. Sorry, had to. So Nash worked 2 innings. He's a 3 for endurance. No reason to remove Nash. He'll face the top of the Orioles' order here in the 9th inning. There you go, Kurt. That does explain it. I knew that Jimmy did a ton of session work. I saw a video on him where he had a stack of papers in front of him. He says, these were all the sessions, all the work I had lined up. And he was a teenager. One of the most requested session guitarists at that time. Excuse me. And we go to the 9th inning here. 5-3 ball game. Still anybody's game. Top of the order for the Orioles. Aparicio 2 for 4 standing in. I know I always promised I wouldn't sing. On a 4-8, swung on and missed. Strike 3. It's a 3rd strikeout for Nash. Franklin, I was a drummer. What do you expect? Everybody knows drummers can't sing. Here's Powell now. Powell 0 for 4 today. Nash gets the sign. The windup and the pitch. On a 4-8 is a fly to straightaway center. That is Bowens making the play, and there's 2 away. And Frank Robinson will come up one more time in this one. 1 for 4 today. Nash into the windup. Pitch to Frank is a 2-3 right-handed. It's a grounder down to 3rd base. That's going to be handled there by Charles, who throws him out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Nash. So Nash, a fine 3 innings out of the pen today. And now the focus is on Stu Miller with a 2-run lead, trying to notch his 6th save. It'll be Nosek, a pinch hitter, and Chavaria. Nosek 0 for 1, but he's walked twice. Miller gets the sign from Echebarren now. That's going to be a 4-7 right-handed. A single to 7 on the 20. That's fielded at first by Powell. Ranges to his right to glove it and feeds Miller for the out. 1 away, and we'll have a batter for the pitcher. And it's going to be Jose Tartable who pinch hit in this game in real life. Tartable, in case you've forgotten, is the American League's leading hitter at .388. Makes one wonder why he's not in the lineup. No home runs, but 20 RBIs, which is second on the team to Green. Phil Collins, yeah, there you go. Who was the other one you were thinking of, Franklin? One of today's musicians. Grohl? Tartable standing in from the left side. Here's the pitch from Miller. That's a 3-8 righty. Single to 15. That's a base hit for Tartable. And Tartable's hot hitting ways continue. Star 19 now. Miller a +2, so 20. They'll hold him at 18. And he's going to try for the lead. 2 through 5 or 12. 6, he does not get the lead. He would be an 11 on the back number. Thank you, Bill. Yeah, Don Henley can sing. Who's the one you meant, Franklin? You said one of the drummer of today's musicians. The only one I can think of is Dave Grohl. I have to make this comment here on Collins, who will be remembered primarily as a singer. And I'll tell you what, Collins, a very underrated drummer, one of the great progressive rock drummers of all time. Okay, runner at first being held, that is Tartable. Chavarri is the tying run at the plate. He's 0 for 4 today. Miller checks the runner. Now from the stretch comes in with a 3-6, and that's a high fly ball to deep left field. Back is Bluffering at the track at the wall, and this game is tied. Oh my goodness. And the fans go crazy in Kansas City. Let's take another look. It's a 3-6, 1 through 9. He rolls the 2. Holy crap. And Stu Miller implodes again. As I mentioned, 5 saves, but he came in with a 5.54 ERA. The saves have been anything but automatic for Stu Miller, especially of late. And Chavarria, who's a weak, okay, that's the only way he could get it on that 3-6, 1 through 9. And Miller looks absolutely stunned on the mound. Yes, Karen Carpenter. Karen Carpenter could play the drums, although they didn't let her after a short time. I'm going to have to write that down, Franklin. Bear with me for a moment. The warning. Rock band, The Warning. Sounds like something worth checking out. Right, left, right. Oh my goodness. Gene Brabender begins to throw. We got a tie game here in the 9th inning. We could be in for a New Year's extra inning affair. Miller rated 3 for endurance, so that's not the issue. He'll face Harrelson here. Hawk 0 for 4. Here's the pitch on a 5-6 righty. It's a fly to straightaway center. Blair rather, is there. And that's out number 2. Hirschberger now batting. He's 2 for 4 on the day. Miller gets the sign. That's a 5-6 right-handed fly ball to center. Blair tracking it down, and we're going to extra innings. So the Athletics on a 2-run homer by the unlikeliest of sources, Ozzie Chavaria. And not surprising to anybody, that's his first home run of the season. He hit 2 in real life in 191 at-bats. We'll need a new pitcher for Kansas City. Nash pitched a brilliant 3 innings, giving up just 1 hit, struck out 3. And they're going to bring in John Wyatt. Wyatt worked in this game in real life. And we're going to do a double switch here. Or are we? No, you don't really want to take Hirschberger out of right. It'll stay as it is. That was the one that made drum solos famous in a popular song, that's for sure. It's hardly YYZ, but it's good. I have to say, I did not expect to go to extra innings. Remember, the Orioles led this 5-0 at one point. A stunning blow by Ozzie Chavaria. Okay, to the 10th we go. Wyatt's ready to go to work. Brooks Robinson to lead things off. Brooks 0 for 3 with a walk today. Wyatt into the windup on a 1-8, and Robinson promptly bangs a base hit up the middle, and the go-ahead run is aboard. $16 not held, but he's not a star stealer. And now the pitcher's spot up. They're going to have to send up a pinch hitter for Miller. So we can close the book on these guys. Watt, 1 2/3. He gave up 1 hit, no runs, walked 1, no strikeouts. Miller in his 2 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Against the right-handed Wyatt, Russ Snyder will be the hitter. Snyder also batted in this game in real life. Okay, Snyder on the season, just 11 for 52, a 212 average. Left-handed hitter. Wyatt checks the runner. Now comes to the plate, 4-10 left-handed. It's catcher's card X. That's Brian. Billy Bryan, a 4E12. Here's the roll on the play. On a 19, it's a pass ball followed by a foul out. So the runner will take second on the pass ball. And the batter will be Bowens. Bowens 1 for 4. Wyatt gets the sign. Pitch to Bowens on a 1-8 right-handed. It's a grounder to short. Chavaria has it, looks the runner back, and throws him out. And it will be up to Jerry Adair. The pitch from Wyatt, 6'3" righty. Adair bangs a single into right field, an open single. Brooks rounding. 10, 12 with 2 outs. Hirschberger with that -4 gun. 8. Echeverren on deck. They're going to send him. Here comes Brooks to throw from right field. He scores. Oh my goodness. They gamble and it pays off. And on the 5, Adair, a 1 through 12 runner, he takes second. And the Orioles retake the lead in the 10th. Jerry Adair comes through with his second hit of the day, an RBI single. Winds up at second on the throw to the plate, and here's Echeverren. Blair on deck, not the pitcher, remember. Ben, I do it quite often actually with 2 outs if the run is big. Definitely not with less than 2 outs. Only with 2 outs. 40% chance to score. That's certainly better than Echeverren's chances of knocking him in. And here's Echeverren now. Wyatt comes set, the pitch on a 6'9" right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. Orioles get a run on 2 hits, they leave 1. And they're going to need a new pitcher as we go to the bottom of the 10th. Due up. Left, right, left. We're looking at the bench now. Save situation. It's going to be Dick Hall. Yeah, a big run that matters. You've got to try to score with 2 outs. So the Orioles lead it now 6-5. Brian Charles and Stahl do. Dick Hall's completed his warm-ups. And we're set to go. Billy Bryan 1 for 4. It was a big run, a 2-run homer in the 6th. Hall into the windup. It's a 2-6. Struck him out. Here's Ed Charles now, 1 for 4 on the day. Hall gets the sign from Etchebarren now. Here's the pitch on a 1-4. Foul ball back at the plate. Etchebarren goes back, throws the mask away, and makes the catch. And the Athletics down to their last out. Larry Stahl, 2 for 4 with a home run of his own today. Hall staring in now. The windup. The pitch to Stahl on a 2-11. He goes the other way with it and drops a single into left in front of Bowens. And the tying run is aboard. He's got asterisk speed, a star of 15. Hall a -2 hold. Makes him a 13. And they elect to not hold him. They're going to hold him at 11. Thinking about that now, that would be a tough choice whether or not to steal at 13. He's the tying run with 2 outs. You'd almost have to gamble and try to steal. So they're going to hold him at 11. That'll decide that. And it'll be up to Dick Green. Hall throws over to first. Back to the bag is Stahl. Now staring in from the stretch. Pitch to Dick Green on a 4-8 is a fly. Oh, look at that. A fly ball to center field. Back is Blair, and that's the ball game. So Baltimore ends up pulling it out. They blew it in the ninth. They get the win 6-5 and move back into a tie for first with the Minnesota Twins. And I'll have the totals for you in just a moment. That was a good one. Game befitting of New Year's Day. Wyatt takes the loss. He's 1-2 now. He gave up 2 hits and a run, no walks and a strikeout. Hall picks up the save. And Stu Miller, who blew the game, ends up the winning pitcher. How about that? Miller 2-1 for Hall, his 3rd save. 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and a strikeout. Thank you, Franklin. Thank you, Ben. Happy New Year to everybody. Orioles end up with 6 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. Athletics, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Player of the game, Jerry Adair. Attaboys to Bunker and Bleffery. Bunker was headed for it until he blew up in the 6th. He had 2 hits, the sacrifice, and was pitching well, but it came apart for him in the 6th. Thank you very much, Mike. Appreciate that. Certainly made it exciting, if nothing else, right? Let's look ahead on the schedule before I take off. I want to thank everybody again for watching. Tomorrow we will have the New York Mets at the Los Angeles Dodgers. Jack Hamilton versus Claude Osteen, 1:30 Pacific time. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. I want to wish everybody again a happy new year. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the holiday. Bye for now.